What's up guys, Subzeroark here, playing a new deck I've been testing out. As you can see, this is Lavals with the new Elemental Lord splashed in. It's very fun, and 9 out of 10 games I open Molten Construction Field and Rekindling, so this deck loves me from what I've seen so far. Can't pull off a first turn Quasar this turn, but I can pull off something pretty nice. You'll just have to see it. If you don't understand what's going on, it's kind of hard for me to explain it all to you, but discarding the burner lets me get the big one, and then Molten Construction Field ditches 2 Lavals, and then the Handmaiden ditches another Laval, which ditches another Handmaiden, which ditches another Handmaiden, which ditches another monster. So then I do this, which is really fun, and go into that Librarian at the beginning so I can get pluses every time I synchro, or +0 I guess, since I have to take 2 monsters to get the synchro. But now I'm going to banish and then special summon that one for my hand and get myself a Scrap Dragon. I need more level 8 synchros in this deck. It's kind of crazy. I think about doing some stuff with DDR. There's a few things I can do, but I end up just opting for a pretty somewhat conservative play. I don't have another level 8. If I had another level 8 I would have gotten it, but I can only go for a 5, so that's what I have to end up doing. Would have loved to get, something nice, but I end up with this and a Laval Cannon, which is a really nice starting turn. 4 synchros, turn 1. I have a Scrap Dragon to stop his attacks, a Laval Dual Slasher to, if he puts anything in defense mode, just tear through that. Did I say Scrap Dragon stops attacks? Stardust Dragon to stop popping stuff, Scrap Dragon to stop 2 pop stuff, and Librarian to get more pluses if I want to synchro more. We had a game before this, and so I know he's playing Fire Fist Turbo, sort of, with, the chickens and all that sort of stuff, so that's why I decided to just go off first turn, because I knew if I didn't go off first turn and get a good, powerful defense up, then he might go off and just OTK me, which wouldn't be good. So he's gonna do a bunch of Fire Fist crap. I've been through all this already. It's really annoying. He gets the Prince, and then he gets the Raven back, or he gets Prince, and then he gets a monster, and he just synchros 6 and does all this amazing stuff, and it's like, special summon this monster. If this monster is special summoned by the effect of Fire Fist monster, do this, and he just goes through all this stuff. Yeah, he gets the chicken with the synchro. It's some crazy stuff, and then he goes in a bear, but he's not going to play that this turn because he knows Stardust can do stuff. He's going to use his double summon Fire Fist card, summon the Spirit. Spirit's going to get that thingy, but he can't get that thingy with Spirit, because it is more than 200 defense, so he's gonna have to get the other thing, which isn't a huge difference, but yeah, I just didn't want him getting the Spirit in case there was something, or getting the whatever, the Raven, if there's something he could do with it. But he ends up just exceeding with him anyway. He gets the Trap card, which is just straight up amazing, gains 3, or everything gains 300 attack, and then the one monster gains 700, and you can flip that and chain it to something, and the monster gains 700 attack until the end phase, so, you don't have to worry about it being MST. It's just sort of a little downside. He's going to go into this thing, and then realize that he doesn't actually want to go into this thing. He wants to go into this thing, but not with those monsters, so what he's going to do is he's going to be all like, oh, no mistake, special summon those guys back, overlay those guys to the same Spirit into Tiger King, and of course I'm like, wait, that's rank 4, and then he's like, oh, sorry, I misclicked, and I'm a little ahead of the video just because it's a fast video, and so, yeah, he's just gonna special the monster and specially exceeds over it. He's already got the monster in his hand because he's already used the effect, and now he's got this field, which is pretty nice. That's what he ends up leaving with, setting 2 more back row. I draw into the MST, which is really nice. And I have a multitude of options I can go with right here. I'm gonna MST that the Tensin, just so that, I get that out of the way. So he only gets 1 monster with a 7 boost instead of everything with a 3 boost, which I don't really like. Then I'm gonna realize I have that Lakeside Lady, so I can pop a Spell Trap. Give me a while, I think a long time playing this deck, because I haven't been playing it forever, and there's a ton of options you can do with it. So, yeah, that's why this video is also sped up, just because of thinking. But had that Lakeside lady, popped that, which ends up being an MST. Wish I'd popped the other one. But whatever. I banished 2 to special summon the Blaster, and then I'm going to use Scrap Dragon to pop my Blaster. So essentially, I just banished and +1'd, because I summoned him for the +1, and then popped his card with Scrap Dragon. So I'm going to Scrap Dragon to pop the Xyz, and then I'm just going to go to town on his field. And you'll see here is a semi-misplay. I don't summon the Laval Cannon, and I couldn't OTK because he has a Tragodia in his hand right now that you're gonna see in a minute. But if he had said if he hadn't had said Tragodia, I would have OTK'd if I had summoned Laval Cannon. But I just wasn't really calculating. I just wanted to attack, and I was thinking I want to save this for, you know, a Catastrophe later on, and I didn't really think about that, so that was a mistake on my part. But it ended up not turning out that badly, because it was not, oh crap, I didn't, you know, OTK him. It was, oh, well, he had a Tragodia anyway, so he would have just saved that Tragodia. Or he did save that Tragodia because I didn't summon the monster, and I don't feel bad about it now because I still have this cannon in hand. So if he, like, activates Dark Hole, activates, you know, Magical Stone Excavation, then activates Dark Hole again, then I'll still have this cannon in my hand. Also, I know he probably doesn't run Magical Stone Excavation, but he goes for level 6 again, because he's just that kind of guy. While he had this Tragodia on field, I was kind of worrying that he was going to make it a certain level and sync with it, but it's not that much. You know, you don't really have to worry about it, because, you know, his Synchro, it can only be with a Fire non-tuner, I'm pretty sure. Might be just a Fire tuner, might be talking out my ass, I don't know, I'll have to look that up. You guys can look that up, you can wait for me to hover over the card if I ever do. But yeah, he gets the level 3, whichever one it is. I thought he was, like, out of level 3s at this point, that might be his last or something. And here, he misplays, and it costs him the game, and so he's like, 2700, I'm like, no? And he's like, yeah, 2700, right? I'm like, no. But it didn't really matter in the end, because even if he had a 2700 attack over Stardust, and then I just Scrap Dragon, pop stuff, and go for game, or I could just piercing damage, attack, let's see, that's 18, so that's 6 plus 9, oh, I could get him down to 100 life points by attacking with Dual Lancer. So yeah, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. This tech is amazing. I'd like to upload more with it, and I will. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I do that. Bye.